My movie pick of the week was one that I finally got to see just a day ago while recuperating from open heart surgery. And I have to tell you, I have been a huge fan of the Planet of the Apes series since the initial movie came out in 1968 with the great and wonderful Charlton Heston. This particular movie, called Rise of the Planet of the Apes, is the second in the series of the remakes. And I think if I had to compare it with every one of the Planet of the Apes movies that I have seen and absolutely loved since they first came out, I have to say this is probably, next to the original movie of Charlton Heston in 1968, this has to be, beyond any doubt or any question for me, the best of this series. And that includes the original series and the remakes. What makes this a wonderful movie is the acting. James Franco, Freida Pinto, John Lithgow, of course, the great Andy Serkis, who plays Caesar the Ape, and Brian Cox. The original movies that came out in the 60s and early 70s, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes was the fourth in the series of these particular movies. I think they did a total of 6, maybe 5. I don't remember, but this was the fourth in the series. And when I compare this to the one and done in 1972, it's the difference in day and night. Not only are the special effects so wonderful in this, the acting, the whole premise of trying to get rid of Alzheimer's, and that's the experimentation thing that they're doing. And, of course, it evolves into making Caesar more than just a typical chimp. And, I tell you, there's a lot of really lighthearted moments, but yet there's a lot of very tender moments. And it really is a story or an analyzation, if you will, of the brutality of man against themselves, and the brutality of man against creatures, innocent creatures. And you can go on and on and on and on and talk about, everything from deer hunting to bass fishing or whatever. But this movie to me is the heart of everything Planet of the Apes was supposed to be about. It shows the struggles. It shows the frustrations. It shows the things that make, I guess, adversaries of people and or species in this case. And it's just a tremendous movie. I cannot give this movie enough praise. I cannot give this movie enough thumbs up or rabbits up or whichever way up you want to go. Now, if you don't know anything about Rise of the Planet of the Apes, you're in for a real treat. Watch this.
Why don't we begin? Meet Chimp 9. We gave him a gene therapy that allows the brain to create its own cells in order to repair itself. We call it the cure to Alzheimer's.
Oh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Home.
You told him to sign?
Just a handful of things. Caesar continues to show cognitive skills that far exceed that of a human counterpart. The drug in his system has radically boosted healthy brain functioning.
The drug works.
These tests need to be contained.
Is that a chimpanzee?
You okay, pal? No, you're not a pet.
You are going nowhere, mister. You or your son are going to pay for my choice. Stay right there.
He hasn't spent any time with other chimps.
You're gonna stay here now. We're not going home right now.
Stupid monkey. He'll learn who's boss soon enough.
no idea what you're dealing with.
All right, there you go. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, rated PG-13, comes out the 5th of August, 2011. James Franco, Freida Pinto, John Lithgow, Andy Serkis, who plays Caesar, and Brian Cox. As I said before, this is absolutely, of the original series and the remakes, my absolutely favorite movie of all of them. Except for, of course, the original 1968 classic with Charlton Heston. So I think you're going to enjoy this movie. I give it 4 rabbits up, which is the highest I ever give. It's just that great of a movie. And those of you that are in love with science fiction, like I am, you'll probably give it even higher ratings than that. I think it will be in the top 5 blockbusters of the summer. And it's deservedly so. This is a wonderful movie with a great story, a great underlying message of humanity's inhumanity to humanity and others. And I think you're just really going to love this movie.